Reflecting back, what do you see as the defining stages of your entrepreneurial journey?
Wow. The defining stages of my entrepreneurial journey are, number one, I think the willingness to take it to start off with. Two, there were certain points where you just didn't listen to someone. You didn't take the easy way out. I think that's a classification on its own. Someone will tell you don't do this, and you say, "Oh no, we're going to." Or someone says, "You shouldn't move to New York yet. You stay here in Connecticut. There's opportunity." And you don't, you move. Someone saying, "Well, you don't need a bigger office just yet. You stay at the size you are, and we can make the most. We can be very profitable at 10 people. If we go to 20, we're less profitable." And we're not going to listen to that. We're going to keep growing. I think that I almost mark some of our experiences both by the people we didn't listen to and what we got to. And then some of our best failures, I think that those were important marks for us in how we handled and conducted ourselves. So when we tried to open up an international office with a partner in the Middle East, because we thought that would be, social media in the Middle East was rising. We thought we could do our part and do a lot of positive things. And that fell apart. Understanding that. Also, a big mark was having to, buy out one of our business partners, and that's a painfully difficult thing to have to go through. And, see, your partners handled it with a lot of class, and, people grow up and they want different things. And, having to go through that was an interesting mark. But I would say every office seems to be a very physical manifestation of the success of the company. And that to me was always great to see as we opened up, yet a bigger office and a bigger office. Clearly the sale of the company is the high mark right now of what I've done. But the other thing that makes me, I think, fulfilled the most is my ability to now talk to other entrepreneurs and help them. I'm now seeing second generation of people I've helped become successful. So these companies where there were 2 or 3 guys, and I advised over the last 3 years. And now I had an opportunity to put money into one of the companies I advised, and you're seeing these people that you look at as like your kid brother now be, successful in doing their own thing. That to me is a huge part of why I want to be an entrepreneur, because I love that passion, and they kind of have their own energy. I can kind of feed off of a little bit and watch and see, hey, if we'd, just focused on mobile product, look what we would have done. If we just, stayed in a smaller city, look what we could have accomplished, because we kind of resonated or had the same kind of features. But that's been a really exciting milestone. So I think when one of the companies I advise sells, I think that will be an even cooler, not different, completely different from like a, cheerleader. I kind of, saw these guys as something when they were nothing as well, and was able to pick that, because I always know what I can do. I always believe myself, but it's almost believing that you can select winners and help them get there is also kind of an exciting part of the entrepreneurial journey. So after selling, everyone looked at us differently. And I think that has kind of been an interesting point in my entrepreneurial career, is that I'm now part of this club. People respect the fact. And it was funny because I thought it was more interesting when I was running a successful company from start from nothing. I thought that was something to respect, and they don't respect that as much as when you sell a company and you've gone through that, because I think now understanding it's such an emotional thing, and it's such a sometimes very difficult thing, that they almost feel I made it, I graduated, even though I feel like I have the biggest challenge ahead of me, but I've now graduated. So I think that will be at least how I've marked it down differently of where I think my entrepreneurial points have been.